it's still raining, but not raining horribly. It rained all night, and the Manassas Gap shelter has a very loud tin roof. So woke up a bunch last night with that rain coming down on the roof, but stayed dry on the inside, so that's what matters. And hiking out today, there's a shelter in 4.5 that I'll probably stop at for just a minute, and then there's a shelter 13 miles from where I started, and then there's one about 20 from where I started. Now, if I go to that 13-mile mark shelter, then it's going to be about 10 miles to get to Bear's Den Hospital tomorrow. But if I go to that 20-mile shelter, I can get to Bear's Den in like 3 or 4 miles. So, ooh, the rain coming down. You know, got a text from Fjord this morning asking, you know, where I was at. And I sent her a text back. But, of course, it didn't go through. So I'm like, well, let me just try to give her a call. So I called up Fjord, and she got to Harper's Ferry. You know, congratulations, Fjord. Evidently a couple days ago, because she took a 0 into DC, and then today she's back in Harper's Ferry and getting ready to kick off some big mile days to catch up with Trey and Snap. So I mean, that's good on her, good for her. Again, congratulations on Harper's Ferry, Fjord, Snap, Trey, TikTok, Carpenter. I'm sure y'all are all to Harper's Ferry and beyond it now. Congrats on the you know, symbolic halfway. But I had to slow down, guys. I mean, I'm there with you, but I had to slow down. Anyways, Fjord told me a little bit about Bear's Den. You know, great place to stay. And I just said, well, I hope they have strong Wi-Fi, because I'm going to be about a week behind on my videos. And she's like, ooh, yeah, about that Wi-Fi. And I'm like, oh, no. And she's like, well, you might have to get a ride into town and stay at a restaurant if you want strong Wi-Fi. And I'm just like, oh, not what I wanted to hear. I mean, thanks for the information and the heads up, but not what I wanted to hear. So it is what it is. It's gonna rain today, and I'm just gonna get to a shelter, dry off, and fall asleep again. It's funny when stepping on these rocks, you think they're, you know, like a solid rock stuck in the ground, and then it moves. Get on up the trail. Well, I just stopped at Dick's Dome to use the privy and for everybody to eat. And it's actually kind of a little dome-ish looking. It's a little shelter. But back on the trail. So, I mean, I gotta get back to the trail. That's a sketchy looking bridge right there. But I gotta cross it one time, I'll get across it again. Going to do another 9 miles and get to that second shelter. I'll save the roller coaster for tomorrow when, supposedly it's not raining. I can't just camp anywhere here by Sky Meadows, but ever wondered why they call them Sky Meadows? That might be why. No, I'm sure we could see some sky if we weren't seeing rain cloud, but I like these cloudy, mysterious vistas where it's just like, what's out there? Oh my god, what's that sound? No. But anyways, about 6.5 miles to go till I get to Rod Hollow Shelter, something like that. And put some dry socks on, get my hands warm, eat dinner, and that'll be about it, because I'm wet and cold, and really don't want to tackle the or start on the roller coaster wet and cold. So hopefully tomorrow the sun comes out and it'll be dry, and I can start the roller coaster just kind of wet in the boots, but well, not boots, but shoes. Okay, do we go this way? I was like, do we follow the fence line? Nope. There's a blaze on the tree that I can see. But yeah, this would probably be a really great place to do a 360 and just look at all the openness, but I really don't know how open it is. All I can really see is about 30 yards in front of me and to the sides. Okay, so felt like I'm mentioning this because it's been mentioned to me at least 3 times today by section hikers. And I've seen a lot of flowers and plants and bugs going on the trail, but I've been told today that this part of the AT is commonly known as the Trillium Trail, because these are trillium. These little 3-petaled flowery plant things. Flowers. Yeah. And of course they're kind of droopy down in the rain, but that's the trillium. So I've noticed 1 or 2 here or there, and I'm like, oh yeah. But then I was just walking, and I'm like, that's a whole little patch of them, whole big patch of them. So, yep. That was a left foot slide right there. Thank you, trekking poles, for coming in for the save. These people that don't use trekking poles on the trail, I just don't get it. Because, I mean, more power to you. It's less that you have to carry. But, you know, I've thanked my sister many times for getting me these. And every day it seems like it's prevented me from you know, taking that fall. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, I'd die if I hit the ground, but, you know, it's a long way down there. And I'd rather stay up here, you know, out the mud. Couple miles till the shelter. Whew. First thing I'm going to do is when I get to the shelter is I'm going to go gather 2 liters of water in my platypus, bring it back to the shelter, and then it's straight out of these wet clothes. Take off the rain jacket and my rain skirt, wet socks and shoes, put on my down jacket, my fleece pants, and my big fluffy socks. And then put on my pair of Crocs if I have to stand back up. I'm gonna get dry and warm, and then I'm gonna eat. But yeah, trail's been real soggy and slippery and squishy, but I mean, hey, no pain, no rain, no main. So with rain comes mud. And I'll consider this practice for, you know, vermud.